Well, hello, Pisces. Good to see you in. I'm Don from Sonora Mystic Tarot, and this is your reading for the week of August 5th through the 11th. Spirit Universe, please tell me what it is that's best in Pisces' interest to know this week. Additionally, while I shuffle the cards, remember, take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. No need to carry the baggage. It's not meant for you. And if you hit that subscribe button already, I appreciate it. If not, go ahead and hit it. Should you leave a comment afterwards or during, please know that I will enlist your name into a drawing at the end of the month for a copy of my new book, The Ultimate Power Within: Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. Available on Amazon right now at $20 if you want to buy it. Or if you put a comment in, you may win it by the end of the month. So let's get to it, Pisces. Let's see what the universe is trying to tell you this week. Remember, by knowing what's coming along, you can be prepared and then you can work with it in a much better way. On the bottom of the deck is your overall energy of the reading, and that is get information. This is gather information, gather resources, gather. Again, it's like you're not alone. You're not alone. So make sure that you use the resources that you have at your disposal throughout the week, because again, this is a week we're going to need help. You're going to need people, apparently, so that's what this is about. Now, your card, your first energy card, which is, again, your card, your strength. I love that card, but it kind of concerns me. That could go two ways, okay? So I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. Your second card of the week is the Six of Pentacles. The third card is the Death card. And don't panic. Death does not mean death in a card. It often means change, but change that you initiate. I'll explain that in a minute. The fourth card is the Five of Swords. The clarifier card to that strength card is the Hanged Man. The clarifier card to that Six of Pentacles is the Four of Wands. The clarifier card to the Death card is that Emperor. Man, now that's a really strong combination. I want to show those. I'm going to take a break one before I pull the last card. Look at these cards. I mean, these two cards are very powerful cards. We have the Emperor here, which is like you're large and in charge, shall we say. And then you have the change card, which you initiate. Now your change that you initiate, again, the Emperor there saying, you got this, you can do this. So I'm loving the energy of that, and this really does make a difference in this reading. And then, of course, with that Five of Swords right after, it's like, all right, I'm getting the message. Anyway, the clarifier on that Five of Swords, the King of Swords, lots of male powerful energy here. And when I say male powerful energy, what I'm insinuating is not the gender, okay? This is that kind of, in tarot, remember, tarot is very old. And in tarot, they have this paradigm where you have certain cards that are more tailored to a softer, more gentle touch, and then you have some that are tailored directly to coming at you, coming in your face, and getting your point across. So as I read this card, it does, it's a wake up card in that sense. It's like strong, take power, take control. But so again, it's not gender specific. It's more about how tarot has created the feeling based on old gender roles, and of course we don't necessarily live in those anymore. So let me get back to it now that I've explained the heck out of it, probably more than I needed to. Let's get back to it. The overall energy, of course, as I said, is you're going to need some help this week. You're going to make sure that you reach out and get all the help and resources you can. You will be strong this week, so apparently, again, something's coming along. And it is, what happens is again, this week is full of frustration, because you feel conflicted, you can't make decisions. You feel like there is something that's happening this week that has you kind of jammed up, and it has you frustrated, but you don't know which way to go. And when you see this card, which is the Hangman card, not be able to make a choice or whatever else, or not, just kind of like feeling like you're in the wind. Stay strong, because you can work through this. When that happens, as this week happens, and as this situation continues to push through, stay balanced. This is the balance card. Make sure you stay balanced. Make sure that you're not letting yourself go off on tangents. Don't let yourself go off on some wild idea and say, oh my gosh, this means this, and now the world has ended. Don't do that. Also, don't say, oh my gosh, since I'm not hearing anything, and then since this and this, that it's going to be fantastic. Either one can get you in trouble. If you take the ultimate high and you get let down, then you're frustrated. If you take the ultimate low road and it blows, it's not that, then you're happy. But again, you've put yourself in a space where you're owning negative energy you didn't have to. So stay strong this week and stay balanced, and say, you know what, I'm not going to buy into any way any result, any resolution yet until I know, again, back to your overarching energy, until I know all the information I need to know. And this is going to be in reference to something that's going to really impact your home life. Now again, turn to your home life to give you that balance. Turn to your home life to distract you. So if this is a work situation and you've been dealing with something that just kind of continues to drag on, look to your home life. Get out and take your family or your friends or do something. Get out of the house. Make sure that you're spending time out. You're doing something, you're being active, so therefore your brain's off of it. Don't allow yourself, again, to get into that very low space. And if you think of a very high space, again, situation, don't go there either. Because, again, I don't want you let down, and I don't want you carrying energy on the other side that is so negative that it pulls you down. Now, the change is coming, and you're instituting the change. Because you're staying with it, because you're working through it, because you're getting the advice you need, the change will be presented to you, and you will take that change, which I'm loving it. And the change, as I said, with that Emperor card, you're going to take it decisively. So in the first part of the week, again, there's the situation where you don't have choices, you don't know the right choices, you don't know which way to go, and you feel paralyzed. And again, stay strong. But as the week goes on, the information flows in because you're asking the people to do it. You've stayed balanced, so you haven't got yourself on a high or a low. And then ultimately, the information comes in for the change, which is what we have here again. And the change is made decisively by you. And what do? By the end of the week, you drop the swords. You say, okay, I've made my choice. This is my situation. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not fussing about it. I made my decision, and I'm done now. So this is where we do it. We're moving forward, and you're right on board with it. And look at this. That King of Swords is right there. He's like, hell yeah. And he said, and we're just pushing forward. Not only are we pushing forward, we're leaping forward. We're taking control, and we're going to stop. We're going to cut everything in our way, everything in our path to make sure that we blaze our new trail. And more importantly, this is that king who is full of new ideas, who is ready, who has accepted the fact that I'm in charge and it's going to be my way. And so no taking prisoners, no sitting there worrying about, oh my gosh, did I, whatever. Nope, not even that. There's no reflection, no consideration of if, when, why, if I should have, not, whatever, none of that. This is a week of definite, decisive change because of decisive choices once you've gotten the information. Loving it. Let's get a little clarifier. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Yep, when you make your decision, you feel like, man, I got to spin that wheel. I've got to make a change. Now, this is a clarifier to the overall reading, and I'm loving this because it's saying, you know what, you spun the wheel, and of course we know what the success is, which is wonderful, right? And again, that's you taking control. That's that Emperor. That Emperor will take control. He'll spin that wheel, and then the King will lead it through, which is wonderful. I'm loving it. The next card out is that Seven of Swords. Again, it's like don't worry about the people around you. Everybody else has their own opinions. Man, they're going to tell you everything you need to know. Don't do it. Don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't read my lips. Don't do it. Don't listen to them. Okay.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No. Don't do it. No.
And then ultimately, yes, of course, that's that decision. That's the Two of Wands. That's the choice that you make, and you push on through. And look at this, another strength card. Strength on top of strength. Again, stay strong, stay determined, know your worth, know your value, know your thing. And then the Tree of Life said it's going to work out for you. So this is all going to work out. This is going to be a great week for you. Again, the first part of the week, frustrating because you feel like you can't make a decision, that you're being faced with something that isn't in your best interest necessarily, or you're not sure it is. And by the end of the week, you'll have made your decision. You have jumped on whatever it is, one way or the other, either jumped on it or left it behind. But the most important thing is you'll move forward knowing that you have taken control and that you have made the choice, and you just don't look back. You just keep moving forward. So whatever the situation is that you're bringing into the week, it'll be resolved by the end of the week. You will not have to carry this into next week, and I'm loving it. Please let me know how this resonates with you. If you put a comment in the comment section, I'll enroll you in that drawing for the end of the month for a copy of my free book, The Ultimate Power Within, Unleashing the Magic of Affirmations. I'd also suggest, if you don't want to wait, go ahead to Amazon and buy it. It's $20 online, and of course shipping and whatever else. But if not, I will. And if you comment, I'll add you to the list. With that said, to the drawing. Sorry. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have a great week, and I will see you next week and follow up on this and see what happened. Have a great one. Bye-bye.